Hello and good day everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sir Marcy, and for today's video, I am going to discuss ratio and proportion. When we talk of ratios, it is a comparison of two quantities. Suppose I have here a basket of red and green apples. What is the ratio of red apples to green apples? The answer is 4:3. We have 4 red apples to 3 green apples. There are 3 ways of writing ratios. Number 1, write the ratio using the word 2 between the two numbers being compared. For example, there are 8 boys and 5 girls attending my online class. What is the ratio of boys to girls? The ratio is 8 boys to 5 girls, or simply 8 to 5. Another way of writing ratio is by using a colon between the two numbers being compared. Using the same example, the ratio here is 8 boys to 5 girls. That is simply 8:5. And lastly, we can write ratio as a fraction. Using the same example, we have the ratio of 8 boys to girls is simply 8/5. Try to answer this by applying what we have learned so far. Write the ratio in 3 different ways. Yaya Dab planted 12 fruit trees in the orchard. Of these trees, 5 are mango trees and the rest are apple trees. What is the ratio of mango trees to the total fruit trees planted in the orchard? Okay, if you know the answer, please send in your answer right now in our chat box. Okay, go on. Okay, that is correct. The answers are, it can be 5 to 12. Okay, it can be 5:12. And it can be 5/12. Very good. Remember that ratios are like fractions that can be expressed in lowest terms. So in our next example, we are going to reduce ratios in its lowest terms. Suppose in a classroom, there are 4 boys and 2 girls. The ratio of boys to girls is 4:2. Remember that ratios can be reduced to lowest term. So the lowest term of 4:2 is 2:1. Important reminder about ratios is that ratios must be expressed first in both measurements and units. For example, we have 6 hours to 2 days. We know that in a day there are 24 hours. So if we will convert 2 days in hours, that is 6 hours to 48 hours. And we can write it in ratio, that is 6:48. Remember that we can express ratios in lowest term. So the lowest term of 6:48 is 1:8. Let's talk about proportion. When we talk of proportion, it is an equation stating that the two ratios are equal. 2 sets of numbers are proportional if they use the same ratio. For example, we have A/B is equal to C/D, or simply A:B is equal to C:D. Remember that A:D here are called extremes. Okay, so this one is called extremes. And B:D, these are called the means. Also take note that the product of the means by applying cross product, that is AD is equal to CB. So the product of the extremes is equal to the product of the means by applying cross product property. Now, to determine if that is a true proportion, just like what I've said, we will apply the cross product property. In a proportion, if A all over B is equal to C all over D, and B and D is not equal to 0, then AD is equal to BC. So for example, we have 4 all over 5 is equal to 20 all over 25. Now let's determine if these are, or this example is proportion. So we will just simply multiply, we will apply cross product. So 4 times 25, the answer is 100. Then 5 times 20, the answer is also 100. Since they are equal, then we conclude that 4 all over 5 is equal to 20 all over 25 is a proportion. Okay, so I hope you learned something new today. That ends our lesson for today, class, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.